It doesn't appear that's working. All right, can everybody hear me? Hi, Tracy. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Monique. Michelle. Hello, hello. Okay. For some reason, my graphic wasn't, I couldn't hear my graphic or my intro video. Oh, sorry about that. Hi, Stephanie. How are you, darling? How is everybody today? I understand, Michelle. That's fine. Don't forget your thummies, either as you come in or as you leave. It's just me today, I guess. I was supposed to have a guest, but I haven't heard from her, so I don't know if she's going to come up or not. Last minute things for a craft show. That sounds like so much fun, Stephanie. Michael, hello, hello. Thank you for stopping in, Michael. How's Panda doing? How's his back doing? Hi, sis. How are you? Hope you're feeling better. Yay. Thank you, Terry. Hope everybody is having a good day. Is our appointment for this coming Wednesday? See what they say. Oh, I'm sorry, Michael. I'd hoped that he was feeling better. You give him a hug for me. Not a great big bear hug, but give him a hug for me. Thank you, Michael. How's everybody else doing? You staying busy, all set for Christmas? I can't wait to see that, Michelle. That's going to be pretty. You're the Grinch this year. Normally, I'm a Grinch as well, sis, but I've got that trip I'm looking forward to, so I think that's kind of swung my mood a little bit. Oh my goodness, Michael, that's a bit, goodness, a 12-hour stream. I'll have to try to make sure I pop in for a few minutes anyway. I'm excited about the trip. In fact, I've changed my plans. Instead of leaving to head out Wednesday morning, I'm going to be leaving Sunday about noon to head down there. Good luck there, Michael. Talk with you later. Anyone have any special plans for Christmas? Yes, I knew you were heading south too, Margaret. Hanging out with your kids. That's nothing wrong with that, Michelle. That's special quality time. What about you, Tracy? You have any plans with you and your hubby? Stephanie, what about you? What was that, Kimmy? Tracy, you could always heat that pool up and have some good splashes. Oh, wow, Kimmy, that was very nice. That sounds like fun, Stephanie. It's a rather gray, gloomy day here right now. A bit overcast, but that's fine. It's comfortable in the camper, so that's what matters. Sassy Mary, hello. We got two Marys here now. You and me. You all set for the holidays, Mary? '23 degrees. Wow. I can't remember what we're up to at the moment. We're up to 54 degrees at the moment. All right, Michelle, we'll see you later, honey. Happy birthday to that boy of yours. Yeah, you're having a heat wave, Margaret, as you said. '54 degrees outside, 68 degrees here in the camper. It's actually comfortable enough where I felt fine taking my sweater off. Yeah, this weather is crazy. I'll be heading out Sunday with rain, I believe. Thank you, Kimmy. Yes, don't forget those summies. Well, that sounds like fun, Mary. 25 feels like 19. I'm not going out for nothing. I don't say as I blame you at all. I've never tried the O fires. And be sure if you want to drop your channel, you're more than welcome to. Feel free. Okay, Nightbot, you're the most vocal person in here right now. Oh no, Kimmy. That is one thing I make sure I don't granted, I just use over the counter to sleep aid, but I can't do without. Bridget, hello, darling. How are you today? Boy, Mary, that's multitasking. That's what I use, Kimmy. So far it works pretty good for me. Oh, that's no fun, Kimmy. Guess I can show you what I'm working on. I'm working on what will be a dinosaur, a stegosaurus type looking critter, I think. He's coming together real quick. I will take him with me just in case I don't get him finished before I go, so I can finish it when I get there. Bridget, sounds like some of that could be an adventure. Good deal, Gina. I'll have to try them sometime. One of these days when I'm rich and famous, if I'm ever rich and famous. Thank you, Kimmy. Aha. Guess who made it?
Fresh off the plane.
Rush out the plane, run in, and boot up the computer.
Yeah, I am tired, to say the least. Was Marty not able to make it today?
I haven't heard from her. I sent her the link in email and in a message, and I haven't heard from her. So
Yeah,
I figure something came up.
probably. Yeah, I'm literally going off of waking up around 7 a.m. yesterday morning, Hawaii time. So that would have been 11 here. Yeah, 11 a.m. here. So I haven't slept much.
You'll sleep like the rock tonight.
I hope so. I'm going to get off here and order some groceries for us to get through the next day or two, or a few days or whatever, and maybe eat a snack and maybe take a nap. Who knows?
You enjoyed your trip, though.
I did. It was fun.
Good. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was fun aside from getting all congested. I'm still kind of congested now, but like it's way better than it has been all week. So
A lot of flora and fauna in Hawaii.
I guess I don't know. Well, I was fine at the first island, the big island, but when we went to the second island, that's where it hit me. I was like, yeah. So no, I think it had a lot to do with my immune system being compromised with hormones and stuff happening all at the same time and being off schedule and all, yeah, just a whole bunch of being
Random
thrown at.
mishmash.
Yep.
Did you guys ever see any whales?
No, we didn't. We unfortunately did
No.
not. Nope.
Bummer.
Yeah, so it was really early in the season, and the first island we were on, is the last island to it's the last island for the whales to trickle into, and it's the first island for them to trickle out of. But this was the very, 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 very beginning of when they would start to see them.
Right. Right.
So,
Now, what do they use? Are they the humpbacks or
yeah.
the killer whales
Well, it may be killer whales too. I don't know, but mostly the humpbacks.
or orcas?
Yeah. No, we were thinking about trying it on the second island, but the waves just were super rough around that island, and it was just didn't look like it would be very pleasant on a boat. So we just said, "Meh, we'll try again another time." Because I don't think there's an expiration on the coupon that we got, because they give you a re-ride ticket where you can go back out.
Okay.
If you don't see them the first time, so we'll try again another time.
I was going to say an excuse to go to an excuse to go to Hawaii again.
Yep. Tried a lot of cool foods that I'd never had before, and they were all delicious.
I can imagine.
Yep. I even had some. There was a coffee plantation that we stopped at that had mango, and mango's actually out of season at this point for them, and so they must have had some put away in the refrigerator or something, because when I ate it, it was cold, and it was so delicious. I tried to go back like a day or two later to get more, and they had sold out by then, and they were out. So
Oh goodness.
yeah, they didn't have much left. But yeah, it was fun. I plan on doing some sort of like video of like pictures of all the things I saw that I tried to take.
A video montage.
Yep. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I was, I want to share the experience a little bit. Yeah, they are, Margaret. They are really good. But no, I got crocheting done while we were there, so that did not.
You get a bunch of whatchamacallits done?
Not really. So we stayed busy, and like we stayed I wouldn't say we stayed busy, but our days were just, we woke up, we went and did stuff. And by the time, was it like 8, 9 o'clock hit about their time, which would have been about midnight for us, we were just, all of us were in bed. We were out cold by 8, 9 o'clock.
Oh, goodness.
So like I would try to do a few rows or something, and I would just be like, and so I didn't really get a ton done, but I did get some. So yeah. Now I'm just gonna pull out some of the ones I have here if I can find them. Ugh. Come here, bag. This is my carry-on. It's not even unpacked yet.
Well, you basically just walked through your door, so.
Yep. They're all at the bottom.
Walk through the door and tell hubby, take care of the kids. I'm going live.
Well, yeah, I kind of just disappeared. Ugh. Oh, and I should show you these. I'll show you these here in a second. These. So the coffee plantation we went to, these are called pea berries, pea berry coffee beans. It's like I can't remember if it's the best part of the bean or whatever, that when they do all their manufacturing, but this is a chocolate covered coffee bean.
Ooh.
And they said 7 of these equals a cup. And we have 3 bags.
7 of them?
7 of them. A cup of coffee. As much caffeine as in these beans. I should have been popping these all day. Let's see. I don't know what order these are in anymore from Kim's Live, and I do plan on showing these in the right order. I'll get them figured out, but I'll show you the ones I did get done. This was my double crochet one that she had.
Yep.
I did a few rows of double crochets and some single crochets in there just to break it up.
Hi, Vivian.
And then this one is the basket stitch in tan.
Oh, that's pretty.
Let me see the text. There you go.
That is pretty.
So I ran out of yellow because I don't know. I must not have went with my yellow because I had completed the first lemon peel one that she did before I left, and I just for some reason didn't take any yellow with me. So I said, well, orange and white, it eventually will turn into yellow. So I did orange and white together, and this is the iris stitch. I'm not even finished with it. I have another couple rows left to do. Let me show you these. These are the ones that are done. What is this one? I can't remember. I can't remember what this one was. What was the one in pink? Anybody know?
I
can't remember. Was it the crunch stitch?
Crunch stitch?
No, it wasn't the crunch stitch because that one is. I didn't finish that one yet. That one was in blue. Yeah, that's this one. What was that one? What was it? I'm trying to look at it and see here. Oh, was it the single crochet maybe? No. Was it the moss stitch, was it? No, it wasn't the moss stitch. Moss stitch was in black. I don't know. I can't remember. Here's the moss stitch in black. Well, hi, Kitty Cat.
Mommy, you're back.
Yeah. And then this is the white front post.
Pretty.
That I did. And those are the only finished ones I have. I showed you one of my incomplete ones, but those are the finished ones I got done. And then I tried to make myself a bandana, but it's too thick. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Probably going to give it away to somebody if they want it. So, yep, she's glad we're home.
You'll be snuggled up with your daughter tonight.
Oh, I'm sure she will be. So, oh, you can take me off full screen there.
Oh, come on.
You might hear meows. She's very talkative.
I like chocolate-covered coffee beans too, Bridget.
They are yummy. Yeah, I want to say the pea berry was like the best part of the bean, the coffee bean, I think.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. I don't know. What? Kit Kat. Very talkative.
But you've been gone for almost 2 weeks,
I
Mom.
know. It's been such a rough life being here by yourself, huh? Quit rubbing on all that. That's paper. Oh, so are you ready to leave?
Do what?
Are you ready to leave?
I'll be leaving Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I think, yeah, this morning I was able to make the lot. No. Maybe it was yesterday I was watching the replay that Kim, I remember hearing something about you leaving on a Sunday.
I'm going Sunday instead of Wednesday.
Where's she going? See, Grandma. Cool.
I'm trying to get finished this dinosaur. Come on. He's got his 2 arms so far, so
Yeah. Oh, man.
but I did get done.
Look at it. You got the draft done.
Whee!
That's cute. Oh.
I'm debating whether I want to put more dots on it, except the dots are a pain in the backside.
Do you know how to embroider? Could you? Well, no, you've already put. I was gonna say you've already put the one kind on, so probably wouldn't want to do a different kind.
And I glued them on too, so.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. No, this is my half double crochet that I had this when she did the half double crochet in green.
Yep.
The first time, the first half double crochet was in green, and I started doing it in the third loop. But I wasn't liking how it turned out, so I am literally just doing rows of half double crochets. That's it. And then yeah, so I got my crunch stitch one in here and my popcorn one in here.
Popcorns. Heck, I hate doing popcorn.
And I'm running 2 strands of purple together, so they are big old popcorns.
I can imagine.
So I was like, I get done with the row and I'm like, I'm going to put this down and move on to something else for a little bit.
Yeah, I've been watching you working on that shawl on your Advent days.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I didn't see day 11. I don't know if it
I
didn't
noticed
show up.
that. I got to the end of the day or towards the end of the day, and I'm looking and I'm like, I haven't seen any interaction from today. And I'm like, and I looked at my video list of things scheduled, and there was nothing for the 11th. They went from the 10th to the 12th, and I went, how did that happen? There's an 11th out there, but I think what happened is, I had 2 days where I accidentally released them before they were ready to be, like I didn't get them scheduled. And so I downloaded them from YouTube because I delete things as I make my videos because I can't keep it all on my phone and I can't keep it in the cloud and everything. So I downloaded it from YouTube, and before I left, thought I had scheduled it to come out on the 2 videos rescheduled for the days they were supposed to come out, not the days they came out. So it may actually exist. It just may exist on a different day. It may be still in the, it may be,
Floating in the YouTube ozone.
well, I mean, it's like, it may be further down in the list of video. Like, you may still be able to find it in the list of videos on my, it may not show as a new video anymore, is what I'm saying. Like, it,
Right.
it may show as an older video now because it may not have gotten uploaded correctly. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I noticed that I missed the 11th for some reason. I don't know what happened.
I was never so glad to see you get through with the popcorns than you were.
Oh, yep. See, look, November 27th. It's there. I just need to figure out how to, yeah. Oh, well. It's in my list of videos. It's just, it's for some reason I didn't get it fixed before I left.
Oh, not a biggie. I can go look for it.
So day 11 does exist.
Day 11 was when you finished those popcorns.
What was that?
I think it was day 11 was where you finished the popcorns because the next day you were on to the next stitch.
Oh, yeah, probably. Probably, yeah. I was so glad to be done with those popcorns. I was like, because it was my last row of popcorns on that thing. I was like, I'm done. And I'm running out of yarn. So I'm hoping I can make it to the end of the repeat for that section without having to go buy another skein or another cake of yarn. This crud is still kind of clearing out of my system. It's better than it was. That's for sure.
Well, I'm glad none of you got sick prior to the trip.
Well, the kids and my husband did. They got, stomach bugs, and thank goodness it never hit me that way. So I'm hoping that that's what hit me. It just didn't. It hit me in a different way. I don't know. Because all the kids were fine. So who knows? We all made it.
So did they like their educational trips?
Oh, they had fun. Yeah. They had lots of fun. We tried to make it fun, but also allow us to, look at things while we were doing it.
Right.
And the only really quote unquote boring day for a kid would have been the Pearl Harbor day, which was the 11th. So
yeah,
because that's a lot of, like, when we went out on the Arizona Memorial, on the way out to it, they said that when you get out there, it's a grave site. You whisper, you talk in low tones, like you respect that as a grave site, and they're very, very like,
regimented on it.
Yeah, and I mean they have Navy and was it Navy and Army or Navy and Marines?
Navy and Air Corps, probably.
No, I think it was Navy and Army people manning the boats out to out to the because we had to ride a boat shuttle out to the Arizona Memorial and back. So, and they only allowed you to be out there for about 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was hard with having the youngest out there with us because he doesn't understand what quiet tones are. And so there was a lot of frustration with keeping him quiet from us, not from anybody else, but just from us. So, but it was a very somber, like I almost got emotional going out to it. It's like you could just feel, going out to it.
The emotions. It's a very emotional sight.
Mm-hmm. It's 1,000 souls are buried at sea, basically. And they said that there was a guy, like a tour guide kind of guy on the memorial itself talking to people, and he said the survivors of that attack, some of the survivors, not all of them, like 50 or so, requested actually to be buried at sea with their their fellow seamen.
Yeah.
whatever. So that was really, really kind of neat to find out.
Yeah, definitely.
So a lot of cool things.
Sounds like it.
I'm trying to think. I think we went to the Polynesian Culture Center, I think is what it's called, in Oahu, in Honolulu. Well, it's actually on the North Shore of Oahu. Um, and what you do is we actually got this pass where it's called the Super Ambassador Pass or something. Cost a pretty penny, but it was, it's an anniversary trip. We're kind of splurging a little bit, and we got a private escort around this place, and we got to see all these like different like shows and stuff, and they have it set up where you visit islands, the 6 Polynesian islands, and those were really cool to go see. Like the favorite of mine was the Samoa Polynesian island. They're called the Happy People, and it definitely proved to be a happy people island.
Cool.
It was fun.
Anybody learned to hula?
Oh yeah, we were there. I think it was the Tahiti island where they had the women get up and dance, and then they had the men get up and dance and do the it was fun. What island was it that you did the drums? Do you remember?
I don't know.
Oh, there's one where
It wasn't Fiji, was it?
was it Tonga?
I don't know.
There was one of the islands they pick you sit in sections, and they pick one guy from each section, and my husband was the one guy that got picked from our section, and that was hysterical. And they had a Korean picked in the third section, and oh, that poor man, he was so lost in translation and culture things, the different culture things that us Americans have versus the Koreans. What is it called? The barber thing where they go dun 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 dun, and then you finish it with bump bump. It's the barber. Isn't it the barber something?
Shave and a haircut.
Shave and a haircut. Yeah, see, it is a barbershop thing. The Korean, the poor guy, he doesn't know it. I don't think he knew what that was, because my husband and then there was another guy from New York, without being prompted, when they got to the dun dun part, those two guys did it perfectly fine. But the Korean kept repeating the dun 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 dun. And the main host guy that was up there, he was like, "All right, Korea, I gotta know. I just gotta know." One last time he tried it. He goes bump 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 bump, and the Korean goes bump 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 bump. Everybody in the crowd is just busting up laughing because they get you up there to kind of not make fun of you in a bad way, but just kind of have fun with you.
It's humorous, yeah.
Yeah, but he was, like I said, he was lost in translation and just the different cultures, because I don't know that people from Korea know of that little
ditty, yeah,
little ditty song. Yeah. Oh goodness. So I'm going to take a ball of this. I got lots that I could go on and on about this whole thing. Not much crochet to talk about.
Full of your experience.
Yeah, it was fun. I took a lot of pictures, but I also, like at the Polynesian Culture Center, I didn't, like, I could have videotaped all the performances and stuff that I saw, but I was like, I don't want to be behind my phone watching it, because they only do it one time. And so it's like, I just sat there and enjoyed it. I mean, I took a few pictures here and there in the different areas, but I just enjoyed it and took it all in as much as I could.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. So, and then there was, different greetings for the different islands. I wish I could remember what they were. So, like in Hawaii, I mean, it was all over the place. It was so fun to do it. When they say hello and goodbye, it's both words is aloha.
Yep.
and the other islands had different ones, and I just wish I could remember them. I can't. Like, my brain literally just. I did well remembering them then and there, but now I can't. The only one I can remember is Aloha, Mahalo for thank you. I used that a lot. It was fun to use the different, words. So yeah, it was fun. Trying to think of anything else. Yeah, definitely. If you guys anybody out there ever goes and visits Hawaii, I would highly recommend going and visiting Pearl Harbor for sure, but not necessarily staying on that island. It's basically like a big city atmosphere. For the majority, I mean, there are pretty parks and stuff that you can go to and see, but we didn't get around to doing all that. We did drive around the island the day before Pearl Harbor, I think. Yeah, the day before. But the first island we stopped at, which is actually, I didn't realize this, but the Big Island is actually referred to as the island of Hawaii,
Yeah.
like the whole state, the whole island chain is Hawaii, the state of Hawaii, but the Big Island itself is the island of Hawaii.
Yeah, I always thought that was the island of Honolulu or something. That's just a city.
Yep, Honolulu is the capital city on Oahu. And then I can't remember all of them. There's Maui, there's Hawaii, and then there's Oahu. I can't remember the other ones.
Kona.
Well, Kona's a city on Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Kona is one of the cities on Hawaii. So, yeah. Yeah, Margaret, yeah. That's a lot I've been trying to do a lot more of, is be in the experience and kind of keep the phone in the pocket or the purse or whatever. I was constantly pulling it in and out to the point I think I cracked the top of my phone, or the screen protector, but yeah, I'll just replace it.
Yeah.
It's an easy fix. But yeah, it was fun. I got lots of souvenirs to show. Well, not really souvenirs. I got magnets and stuff, T-shirts. I'm actually wearing one of the T-shirts here from Pearl Harbor.
Did you get me a souvenir?
What's that?
I'm kidding. I said, did you get me a souvenir?
I barely had enough room to bring home what I brought home for me, my kids, and 3 parents.
I thought sure you'd bring me home a Hawaiian hunk.
Oh, this one guy, Cap, at the Samoa Village. That guy was hilarious. I loved him. He was so funny. I wish I could have recorded his show. Because I want to show that one off again. Because that one was that was what I had fun with. Is his comedy. He's so funny. So yeah. Let's see.
Did you see a performance of the what's it called?
The luau?
No. The war dance the men do.
Hakas?
Hakas, yeah.
Yeah, that was actually, let's see, what island was that? Was that Tahiti? It was one of the islands. We did get to see no, it wasn't. It was the first one. What was the first one we visited? Shoot, what was it called? I think it started with an A. I'll have to look at it and tell you guys some other time. I can't remember. It was like when we started our tour, it was the first one we came to. So yeah, I got to see that. That was cool.
Oh, that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah. But the cool thing we got to see is at the same place, they did it's called Breath of Life. So the the volcano god is I think it's Ha, or no, does he say Ha? Anyway, Ha. It's pronounced Ha, and they believe in the breath of life came from the volcanic god or something. I don't
Right.
know. Maybe
Some of
Samoa does the haka too. I don't know. But the reason I remember haka for sure, though, I think was the first show we watched at the Villages, because they specifically called it that. The other places didn't. Anyway, there's called a Breath of Life, or was it Fire? It's like, anyway, it's a show where they basically go through the story of life from birth to childhood to marriage, and then family. There was like 5 or 6 different stages
Go lay down.
they went through, and
Go lay down.
from the different islands. Each island represented a different stage in life. So, like,
Yep.
the first island was the birth of Mana, I think his name was. And then the second island was his childhood. And then the third island was his maybe his engagement, maybe. And then the fourth island was marriage. It was like there were 6 of them, but I can't remember the different ones. Like I said, there was a lot of stuff that just went into this head here. So trying to remember it all is kind of hard, unless I had the words in front of me. So, does anybody in the chat have any questions about it that might joggle some memory for me? We got just a few more minutes. So, I'm definitely worn out today, but I had fun. I almost didn't want to leave the Big Island. I wanted to go back to the Big Island. I was like, can we just stay here? It was so, I don't know. It was definitely slower paced and more relaxing for sure.
Well, it gives you've had the full experience. Now, if you decide to go back again, you know where you want to go and what you
Yep.
want to see.
We know for sure that we probably won't go back to Oahu, not because we didn't like it, but it was just too busy for us.
Yeah.
Like high rises upon high rises, like everywhere you looked. But I mean, the beaches were pretty. Like I said, I'll show pictures. You'll be able to see all the stuff. But like, because I took pictures of the Honolulu or the Waikiki area where we stayed, but yeah, we are definitely gonna hit up the Big Island again and Maui. We're gonna try and do Maui because by then it should be maybe not necessarily fully back to what it was, because I don't know if you're familiar with the wildfire that they dealt with recently.
Didn't they have that
Really bad issue with
volcano that destroyed so much of the island with fire?
No, it was a wildfire. It wasn't a volcano. It was just a wildfire that got out of control, and it basically they closed roads and people weren't able to get out, and it was bad.
'Cause I know there was one of the islands that got hit by a bad volcano.
Well,
a few years ago.
The Big Island erupted, not badly, but it erupted back in September of this year, actually.
I'm thinking a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, because I think before this year, it erupts fairly regularly, not like every year per se, but it just depends on the severity of it, because it erupts in different ways. Because like there was one where somehow the lava came up, or the magma came up in a neighborhood and took out hundreds of homes.
Right.
At one point. But no, Maui had a wildfire that, did a lot of damage, and they're still kind of recovering from that. And I think they still had parts of the island closed off, if I remember hearing correctly from people. Yeah, they're still dealing with that. We heard that people were trying to sell land out from under residences that weren't able to get back because they were kept from going back, and people were trying to sell their land out from under them. And some of them had that land in their families for generations, and it was bad. So and they're, like I said, they're still recovering from that. Yeah, like I said, I have lots of pictures of, we went up to the crater of the Big Island volcano, which is called Kilauea, I think. It's like Kilauea.
That sounds right.
Kileau, I think, Kilauea. So the way they pronounce their words is weird, but yeah. I have pictures of the crater, and then we went to the what was it? There's an arch that's being eroded out of the cliffside from the waves, and the drive down. So it's in the same park as the volcano, but it's like near the shore part of it. And as you're driving through there, this road is called Road of Craters, or Craters something. But every so often there was like a crater that they had marked off, like from previous years, from back in like the 70s and 80s and stuff like that. So we stopped and we tried to take pictures. There was one we couldn't really take a picture of because you couldn't see it because it was so overgrown from trees. It was an older one. And then as we were driving down to the coastline and then the drive back, you could see the lava flows, the old lava flows.
Right.
And just the black along the hillside. It was really neat to see and be on a volcano, and an active volcano that's dormant right now, I guess.
I hope you got yourself a piece of lava glass.
Well, so the thing is, there was one of the people that was on the tour with us the first day we did something, the Big Island Circle Tour. The Hawaiians believe that the god of the volcanic god, that if you take pieces of the lava rocks away from the island, that weird, and like, again, I don't necessarily believe in this stuff, but I didn't want to mess with that. I was like, I'm going to respect it. I'm going to respect their beliefs. And I was like, me and my family were, I said, we can collect seashells, but anything that had anything to do with lava, we left it there.
Yep.
And so, like, I even tried to clean out the seashells and make sure they were, the sand was left behind as much as possible. So, yeah. So oh my gosh, the black sand beaches were so cool. That sand did not stick very well to you until you got really wet with it. But I like the dry sand. I wanted to collect that in a jar and bring it home. But then that's when that lady was like, yeah, anything to do with lava. She's like, and told me about that. And I was like, oh yeah, okay. I guess I'll just leave it here. I'll find lava rocks. I'll find it from somewhere else. So.
Oh, we're coming down to the last couple minutes.
Oh yeah, we're done. Sorry, I'm talking.
No. Any words in closing? We
did not go see the Green Beach. We were close to it, but we didn't go to it because it was like a mile or so or more hike from where we would have to park to go see it. But we heard about it. And we saw the mineral that created the Green Beach. But yes, no, we did not make it to the Green Beach. But we did see black sand, from the volcanic rock. So that was cool. Right. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm gonna go get me a snack and go relax and figure out groceries.
There you go. All right. Hugs
So,
and smooches from Mama Wench. Everybody have a great afternoon.
bye bye. Olivine, that's what it's called. Yep.